There's a kind of strength that doesn't need to raise its voice, a kind of power that doesn't need to prove itself. It's quiet, steady, almost invisible. But when you feel it, you know it. It's called composure, and it's the rarest thing a man can possess in a world addicted to reaction. Because today, everyone's shouting. Everyone's trying to be seen, to be heard, to be right. But the man who can stay calm when everyone else loses control becomes unshakable. There's a certain silence that doesn't come from weakness. It comes from understanding. You see, when a man argues, he's often fighting for validation. But when a man remains composed, he's already free from the need to be validated. People mistake composure for coldness, but they don't understand what it costs to stay calm. It's restraint. It's discipline. It's hours of learning when to speak and when to simply let the truth stand on its own. Most men lose their power because they react too quickly. They defend what doesn't need defending. They explain what doesn't need explaining. And in doing so, they give away their center. Composure is not silence, it's controlled presence. It's the moment when your emotions want to speak, but your wisdom chooses otherwise. The composed man doesn't avoid confrontation. He just doesn't let confrontation dictate who he becomes. He understands that every outburst costs energy. Every reaction steals clarity. And every moment of anger pulls him further from his purpose. So he lets the noise pass. He watches it like a storm from a distance. And when it's over, he's still standing, unmoved, untouched, unshaken. That's real strength. The strength of composure. Every man will be tested. Not by enemies, but by people who claim to care. By the world itself, trying to see what will break you. The test doesn't always come through crisis. Sometimes it comes through small provocations, a disrespectful tone, a lie, a betrayal that doesn't deserve a response, but still burns in silence. The world wants to see your reaction, because your reaction tells it what controls you. When you react instantly, you reveal your triggers. When you stay calm, you reveal your depth. This is why composure is feared, not loved. Because it means you've stepped outside of emotional control. You're not predictable anymore. And people can't manipulate what they can't read. They'll call you cold. They'll say you don't care. But the truth is, you care too deeply to waste energy on what doesn't deserve it. Composure is emotional intelligence in motion. It's leadership without words. It's power refined by pain, discipline, and self-awareness. Every man who's ever lost his temper knows this. Anger feels powerful in the moment, but leaves weakness in the aftermath. A composed man, though, he absorbs the insult, processes it, and chooses response over reaction. That's where evolution begins. Because maturity isn't the absence of emotion. It's the mastery of it. And in that mastery, a man becomes untouchable. There's a place inside every man, a still point. It's the part that remains calm, even when everything else is chaos. Most men never find it because they're too busy chasing validation, approval, or control. But composure brings you home to that center. It reminds you that you don't need to control the storm. You only need to control yourself. When a man acts from his center, he speaks less but says more. He does less but achieves more, because he's no longer acting from fear or ego. He's acting from clarity. And clarity is what separates boys from men. The composed man isn't passive, he's just deliberate. Every move is intentional, every silence is chosen. Every word is a decision, not a reaction. People sense this. They respect it, even if they don't understand it. Because composure has a weight, an energy that doesn't need to announce itself. It simply exists. Composure doesn't come easy. It's forged through failure, heartbreak, humiliation, and the decision to remain grounded through it all. You build it each time you choose silence over drama, each time you breathe instead of react, each time you decide that your peace is worth more than your pride. In a world addicted to chaos, composure is rebellion. In a culture obsessed with noise, composure is power. Because the man who can remain calm owns the moment. And the man who owns the moment owns himself. So don't chase being liked. Chase being grounded. Don't aim to be loud. Aim to be clear. And when life tests you, as it always will, remember this. The loudest man in the room may get attention, but the calmest one always keeps control. That's composure. That's power. And that's the unspoken strength of a man who's truly free. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content on building real strength. Thanks for watching.